Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to our very first challenge on JavaScript method and events in 30 days. Today, we are going to be looking at the ForEach method, and before we actually start coding, I'd really like to give you the definition of the method that we are going to do today. Understanding the definition is going to help us a lot, so guys, take your time to digest it. So basically, ForEach method is commonly used for iterating over elements in an array. The ForEach method is a higher order function that takes a callback function as an argument and applies that function to each element in the array. So here's what I've done so far. I have an array of objects, and inside the object, we have our key value pairs. We have the name, we have the age, we have the salary, we have is married, and then we have professional. So here's what we want to do. We want to grab the total salary of each worker and find the average amount that each worker is getting per year. So for us to actually do that, we are going to start by creating a variable called total, and then we set the value to 0. Now we want to grab our array, which is workers, and then we want to use our ForEach method. Like I told you, the ForEach method is going to take a callback function. And in here, I'm going to pass in my callback function. I'll go with an arrow function and my curly bracket. So inside the callback function, you can pass in any parameter you want. You can name it anything you want. But since I'm working with workers, I'd like to name each and every one of them as worker. And before we actually start doing the logic, I want to be rest assured that I'm getting some value back. So I will just console.log worker to see if it's going to return the object that I'm working on. So I'll go to my console, and then you can see we have our 3 objects. Life is great. If we want to grab another item, we can actually do that. So I'll go with console.log, and in here we are going to grab the salary. If I refresh my web page, we can see in the console that we have the salary of each worker inside our console. So the next thing we want to do is to find a way to add up all the salary of each worker and look for the average. So for us to add everything together, we go with total plus or equals worker.salary, since we have access to that value. And now out of the function, we are going to create a variable called average salary, and it's going to be equals to the total value that we are getting back divided by workers dot length. Okay, so if I console.log average salary, if I console.log average salary, we are going to see in the console that we have 90,000. So 90,000 is the average amount that the worker is getting per year. You can also add many logic. I just want to keep it simple in order to, follow the plan. Okay, I don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of different things at the same time, because I believe that by the end of this 30 days challenge period, we are going to do a lot of complex topics. So right now, the only thing you have to do is to follow along and practice. By the end of the 30 days challenge period, guys, this is not a joke. You are going to learn a lot. So guys, with that being said, this is our first video on JavaScript method, and I think you will enjoy it. Make sure that you stay updated and never miss a day. Consistency is the key. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.